really get a gauge on where you're at. It's going to make the first quarter here really interesting because that's what they use to determine what matchups they can go to, what their strengths and weaknesses are going to be relative to their opponent. So it will be like those two boxes feeling each other out for the first round here.
Most definitely in the ground, but Denny Piché said he wanted to force them to have to throw to beat him. Thompson will throw, stepping up in the pocket. He can run as well. They've let the leash off this Husky, and he will have the first down out past the 15-yard line. You saw Coral out there blocking for his 6 yards for Donnelly. More play action. Sakobi on the run. Lost it. It's picked off by Gieber. He's on the run and has one man to beat. He is brought down from behind the defensive end with a fortuitous bounce, and the Huskies get a big play of their own.
Sometimes when your offense isn't going, you need your D to pick it up for you a little bit. Huge play in terms of grabbing momentum.
One. Call it 2nd and 10. Just under 2 minutes remaining first quarter. Thompson, plenty of time. Throwing and completing inside the GG's 20-yard line. It's Corey Jones who came up with a massive. It'll be a Sukin attempt from 17 yards away. There's the snap. The hold is good, and the kick is good as well. So the Saskatchewan Huskies on the board as they attempt to go home for the Vanier Cup. Donnelly. Again, Barker up from his free safety spot to lay a lick this time on the running back. It's a gain of 2. I'm starting to like this safety more and more on him.
Wozniak just took that one quick peek.
Ball's going, guys!
Tough snap to Sukan. He'll get it off. It is juggled and dropped. It is loose on the turf. Have the Huskies come up with another big play? Well, it looks like the GGs may have recovered this football. Or have they? Look on the turf, and the last man to get up with this football is wearing green and white. The officials still discussing. It's Saskatchewan ball. The Huskies a great opportunity. 1st and 10 from inside the GG 20. O'Gorman looking for the corner. Big block will spring him inside the 10-yard line. Close to a gain of 10 yards as the Huskies looking for more points off of turnovers. It's short. 2nd down, goal to go Huskies. Full house backfield. Telling them to back up. Look for a flag. O'Gorman. Doesn't matter. Touchdown Huskies. And the folks from the land of the living skies can celebrate a little. Van Denemiel in his 2nd year as a starter for Coach Towers. Called him one of his most underrated players. Here comes pressure, and Gieber will get to the quarterback at midfield. It's a loss of 9 yards, and moves the GGs inside Saskatchewan territory. And there you see their effectiveness through the air as they look to go again. And this time, Woldu, he jumps it. Another big play by this defense, and he needs some blocks. White shirts in front of him down the sidelines goes Woldu. Cuts it into the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. Are you kidding me? A massive play by the USask Huskies. 74 yards as Woldu attempts to silence the crowd. Looked like a running back there just waiting for his blocks.
Well, Paul Woldu was the man sitting down in that zone coverage. The receiver had run right past him. I think in that case, Josh Sakobi just misread the coverage. Woldu, once he caught it, looked like a heck of a punt returner there, didn't he?
1st down, goal to go for the green and white. High formation. Handed off. O'Gorman. They have their first lead of the football game. 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Tyler O'Gorman from 6 yards out. But James Baker came in to take him to that. Mike Donnelly looking to do the same as Thompson passes. Great reception made. McHenry out to the 51-yard line. A gain of 18 for the Huskies.
Scott McHenry does it.
1st and 10 from the Ottawa 54-yard line. Just over 2 minutes left in the Mitchell Bowl. Brent Thompson, in his first year as a starter, will bark out the signals. They hand it off O'Gorman. Gets the corner to the 50 and beyond. Inside the Ottawa U40. It's a gain of 15. Bated breath in Saskatoon. The signal from the fullback Poole to his tailback O'Gorman. Fake it one way, go back the other way. O'Gorman to the 30. Still on his feet. Tyler O'Gorman inside the 15 and down to the 12. They're well inside field goal range now. They call it 2nd down. There is a 1st down available inside the 2. Full house backfield. Game on the line here in Ottawa. They motion right side. O'Gorman skips a tackle and is in for the score. The Saskatchewan Huskies reclaim the lead with under a minute left.
The #1 rushing offense, Tim, in the country. Came down to crunch time here. 2 minutes to go. Using just over a minute of that time, all on the ground. Marks this in for a score.
For the Potash Corp Vanier Cup. Going for 2. Up 5. Thompson. This time play action. Looking. And finally they get that flat out to the for an opportunity to redeem himself. It comes down to this. 3rd and 6. The GGs need the 51 to stay alive. Sakobi. Tip incomplete. And the Huskies defense holds the fort. And will be heading home to Saskatoon. The GGs have timeouts left. The Saskatchewan Huskies are headed home to Saskatoon to play for the national championship. The Husky D was in fact the heroes. When you think back to the first half of this football game, and I'll point exactly to the interception, a fortuitous bounce into the hands of defensive end Brian Giebert that stemmed the tide that was the Ottawa GGs early in the football.
Saskatchewan Huskies are on their way home to the Vanier Cup, 35-28 final. Back with more.
A 2006 Mitchell Bowl champions, the University of Saskatchewan Huskies. Of course, this is simply the penultimate.